Y'all, you probably think tonight's World Series game is just about rings and glory. But hold up, something incredible just happened that's got the entire baseball world talking. Blue Jays Nation, can you believe this heartwarming bombshell? Our boys just showed the world what true class looks like on baseball's biggest stage. We're talking about a tribute that transcends rivalry and reminds us why we love this beautiful game. Today we reveal the move that's redefining what it means to be part of the baseball family, and trust me, this one's gonna hit you right in the feels. Blue Jays fans, comment your city below. Let's map out just how far Jays Nation spreads and show everyone we're Canada's team with the loudest fans. Now let me paint you the picture of what went down during Game 6 of the World Series. While the baseball world was focused on championship glory, our Toronto Blue Jays bullpen made a statement that had nothing to do with wins and losses. Every single reliever in our pen walked onto that field with the number 51 written on their hats. That's Alex Veasia's number, the Dodgers lefty who's been away from his team dealing with a deeply personal family matter. Think about that for a second. Here we are, Blue Jays Nation, watching our guys honor an opponent during the sport's biggest moment. No cameras demanded it, no league office mandated it, no endorsement deals were hanging in the balance. Pure class, straight from the heart. But wait, there's a twist coming that makes this even more powerful. See, baseball rivalries run deep. We've battled teams, we've trash-talked opponents, we've celebrated when rivals fail. But this transcends all of that petty noise. When life hits harder than any fastball, when family matters more than any championship ring, that's when you see what people are really made of. The Dodgers organization released a statement that hit different. It's with a heavy heart that we share that Alex Veasia is away from the team as he and his wife Kayla navigate a deeply personal family matter. Andrew Friedman, their president of baseball operations, didn't mince words either. He said they didn't want any potential pressure on Veasia, that this was so much bigger than baseball. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Our Blue Jays relievers didn't need a press release or a team meeting to decide this tribute. They saw a fellow pitcher, a guy who grinds in the bullpen just like they do, facing something that makes baseball look like a game, and they acted. Remember those back-to-back World Series wins in '92 and '93? We celebrated because our team showed heart, grit, and character. Well, folks, our current squad just showed that same DNA still runs through this organization. Different decade, same class. If you're a true fan of the Blue Jays, you won't want to miss a second of today's update. Smash that like, drop a comment, and subscribe. But here's the kicker that's got me fired up as a lifelong Jays fan. This gesture represents everything we want our team to embody. Win or lose, play October baseball or watch from home, what matters is how you carry yourself when the lights are brightest. Alex Veasia isn't just some random pitcher. This dude has been one of the Dodgers' most reliable arms out of the pen. When they needed clutch outs, when the pressure was cranked to 11, Veasia delivered. But right now, he's dealing with something that makes strikeouts and saves completely irrelevant. The baseball world is brutal, folks. Guys get traded like commodities, teams cut players without blinking, and loyalty often takes a backseat to business. But moments like this, they remind us that underneath the uniforms and statistics, we're talking about human beings with families, struggles, and hearts that can break just like ours. Now let me break down why this hits so hard for us Blue Jays fans specifically. We know what it's like to watch from the outside. We've experienced seasons where October felt like a distant dream, where the spotlight belonged to other teams, where our voices got drowned out by bigger markets. But when our guys step up on that World Series stage and show respect, show humanity, show that small-town Canadian class that defines us, that's when you realize winning isn't always about scoreboards. Before we continue, smash that like if you bleed blue and white. But here's the kicker about what makes this tribute even more special. Picture this scene, Rogers Center faithful. Imagine if one of our core guys was dealing with a family crisis during a playoff run. Wouldn't you want the entire baseball community to wrap their arms around him? That's exactly what our bullpen did for Veasia, and it's got me more proud to be a Blue Jays fan than any walk-off homer could. The timing makes this even more powerful. World Series Game 6, millions watching worldwide, every camera angle captured for history. Our relievers could have stayed focused on their own preparation, their own mindset. Instead, they chose empathy over ego. Social media is blowing up with respect for this move. Jomboy Media broke the story, and the reactions have been overwhelmingly positive. Fans from every team, analysts, former players, everyone's talking about the class our Blue Jays showed. Here's what's really eating at me in the best possible way. This gesture perfectly captures what Toronto baseball represents. We're not the flashiest market, we don't have the biggest payroll, and we don't always get the national attention. But when character matters, when humanity trumps competition, that's when Blue Jays DNA shines brightest. Think about the message this sends to young fans watching tonight's game. Baseball isn't just about statistics and championships. It's about recognizing that the guy wearing a different uniform is still somebody's husband, father, son, brother. When he's hurting, we hurt with him. The Dodgers didn't have to share details about Vezia's situation, and honestly, they shouldn't. Personal matters deserve privacy. But our Blue Jays didn't need details to show support. They just needed hearts, and clearly, this organization is loaded with them. If you believe the Blue Jays represent more than just wins and losses, hit that subscribe button and let's build this community of fans who appreciate class over controversy. So, here's my challenge to Blue Jays Nation as we wrap this up. Tonight, when you're watching the World Series, remember this moment. Remember that our guys showed the baseball world what Toronto values look like. Remember that character matters more than box scores. Who else in your life could use a gesture like this? Maybe it's not writing a number on your hat, but small acts of kindness during tough times. That's the Blue Jays spirit our bullpen just demonstrated on the biggest stage in baseball. What's your take on this tribute? Do you think more teams should follow our lead when players face personal struggles? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's show the world that Blue Jays fans appreciate humanity just as much as home runs. Like this video if you're proud of how our team handled this situation, share it with fellow Jays fans, and subscribe to stay connected with a community that values character above everything else.